Yes.
Mute yourself.
Hmm. Hello. Welcome to the Colter's Creative Cafe in support of the Ottawa Boys and Girls Club Arts Program.
Hello. Nice to meet everyone. I'm Linnea from the BGCO. I'm the virtual coordinator. How have things been going so far, Colter?
Pretty good, yeah. We just opened the link. We have, I'm excited for tonight.
Oh, that's lovely. We're so happy that you're putting this on. I was just checking out the fundraiser now. It looks like it's going super well.
Yeah.
Very proud of you.
Thank you. Okay, so before we get started, I have a couple of questions for you.
Of course.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Ottawa Boys and Girls Club?
Pretty good,
More
yeah.
specifically, the Ottawa.
The link.
The creative.
I'm just gonna.
I'm
I'm
excited.
Colter, you need to turn off the YouTube link. We can hear it.
Lovely. We're so happy that you're putting this on.
Links on?
I was just checking out the fundraiser now. It looks like
I don't have anything on.
Super well.
Mhm.
Is that me? Sorry, was it me? The echo? The echo? Sorry. Sorry.
That was me.
Oh, it's all good. So can you tell us a little about the Ottawa Boys and Girls Club and more specifically about the Creative Arts Program?
Yeah, so the BGCO has been around in Ottawa for some time. We have a few different locations in Ottawa. We traditionally offer after-school recreation for children and youth. The pandemic has made things a little bit more complicated with schools being closed. We do have a virtual clubhouse, which is what I oversee, where we offer our 4 pillars, including the creative arts program.
Awesome. Yeah, so can you tell us about why you think it's important to have access to the arts?
Well, as an artist myself, I truly believe in the healing power of art. Creative art programs like ours bring children and youth together and make art. And it can be used as a method of self-soothing. It can be used to express yourself and to gain confidence as well. And to make something beautiful can be a really satisfying experience.
Yeah. Okay, before we get started, you got any last words?
No, but thank you for leading this. This has been really inspiring to watch this unfold.
Great, thank you. So before we get started, I would like to acknowledge that the land we gather is a traditional unceded territory of the Algonquin people. The Algonquin peoples have lived on this land since the immemorial, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to present in this territory. So without further ado, my dear friend, Kaz Juniak, Fro Canada. Thank you, Kaz. So up next, we have Saxon Heatley. Saxon Heatley is a local Ottawa artist who has been a former student of Rebecca's. Saxon has been making music since he was very young, and he plays many different genres. He has graduated from high school in 2020, and he is currently working construction to get more of a life experience and give him time to make music. Without further ado, Saxon Heatley.
My name is Saxon. I go by Saxon Davis on Spotify. The song I'll be performing is called Spring Afternoon, written by myself. And I think it's important for everybody to have access to the arts because, for one, it's a very good way to express yourself. And I think it keeps people generally mentally healthy. I mean, I know some artists that will beg to differ, but not only that, I think that creatives are what drives society, and without creativity, there wouldn't be any inventions, and we wouldn't be where we at as a society. So keep those things in mind. Be yourself, nobody else, and enjoy. On a beautiful spring afternoon, I smoke a blunt 'cause I got nothing to do. And now I'm out here sitting and I talk to my dad about the times we had. I can't lie, I was out and I'm flying. Felt alright 'cause the sky was blue. And I might just build a rocket and I go to the moon. Yeah, yeah. So if you take me to the moon, there's lots of things that I like to do. So if you take me to the moon, yeah. Lately I've been feeling strange. My feelings go away. Maybe on another day we can go and play that game that you wanna play. Sing those songs that you wanna sing. So if you take me to the moon, there's lots of things that I like to do. So if you take me to the moon, yeah.
Well, that was awesome. Nice gentleman. So I actually had the opportunity to chat with the Honorable Mayor Jim Watson about my charity, and here's what he had to say. Jim Watson for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thanks, Colter, for asking.
So, as you know, this charity's for the Ottawa Boys and Girls Club. We are raising money for the arts for this arts program. So, Mayor, can you please tell us about any events that you've maybe taken part of the Ottawa Boys and Girls Club? And were you aware that they had a creative arts program?
Yeah, I've been to a number of different events, mostly Colter. It's been the openings or renovations of facilities like the clubhouse in Vanier, the renovations to the Boys and Girls Club in Britannia, the West End, and the new center, which is at Prince of Wales and Hogsback. And now we just announced a little while ago, thanks to the federal government and the city, we're able to build a new Boys and Girls Club that will start construction, I think, later this year, early next year in the South End around Hetherington and Albion. So I get to go to a lot of different events at Boys and Girls Clubs, a lot of fundraisers. And I've always known not a whole lot about the arts program, but when you tour around, you see a lot of the artwork around the building that students have done over the years, which I think is great.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So, Mayor, are you into the arts in any way? Do you play instruments? And if so, how, or if not so, do you think the arts have impacted your life?
Yeah, you know, I have no talent, but I took piano lessons for 7 years, and I didn't listen to my mother. She said, always practice, and I never practiced, so I lost it. You know, I can play, I think, God Save the Queen and Jingle Bells. That's about it. But I love supporting the arts. I'm on the board of the National Arts Center. My sister's the president of the National Arts Center Foundation that raises money for the NAC. And, you know, I was in some school musicals, really bad choir member at the very back because I was tall and I couldn't sing in tune. And, you know, I try here as mayor to do what I can to support the arts. We've increased the budget for the arts. We built a new Ottawa Art Gallery, which we're really proud of, behind the Rideau Center. It set records in its first year of operation. Unfortunately, now it's limited and closed because of COVID-19. And you know, even in my own office, you see some paintings behind me by, you know, members of the Group of Seven, which is a very famous painting collective in Canada that the city owns, one of the best collections. And when I became mayor, we had all these empty walls all over City Hall. And we went into our art collection that was in storage and just put as many paintings and photographs and sculptures all around City Hall so that people come into their City Hall, they can experience some of the great local artists that we have here in the nation's capital.
Awesome. Do you think you can tell us why do you think, like, why the arts is important to so many people, and why do you think that it's necessary for everyone, every kid, and every has a chance in the arts?
Yeah, because you never know, you know, when someone's growing up, who's going to be the next Beethoven or Bryan Adams or Rembrandt or, you know, A.Y. Jackson. You want to encourage young people to use their talents. And you look at someone like Alanis Morissette from Ottawa, who started off, you know, singing at, you know, football games and hockey games and did a little bit of a television show on CTV. And then became a megastar with Jagged Little Pill, and now there's a Broadway musical dedicated to her music. And you know, when she was growing up, people took a bit of a leap of faith. You know, helped her out with her career, gave her some work to do, you know, some gigs to go and perform at, and she became, you know, one of the biggest superstars. And you know, probably more from your grandparents' generation or your parents, but Paul Anka was a young kid, a Lebanese Canadian kid who grew up in Ottawa, you know, had a talent. Some people believed in him. And he went on to become one of the biggest superstars and musicians, and still can pack, you know, big ballrooms in Las Vegas. You know, he did the song "I Did It My Way" that Frank Sinatra made famous. He wrote that. And he had a number of gold and platinum hits. And this was just from a guy living in you know, not the fanciest part of Ottawa, and made it big. So, you know, I think it's important that young people be given the opportunity to discover their talents. And some people will not make it to, you know, the Grammys or the Oscars or the Junos, but, you know, arts really helps enrich one's life. And, you know, everything shouldn't always be about dollars and cents. You know, there's beauty in art, you know, looking at it, of experiencing and touching, listening to it. I had the honor of presenting that to him when he was doing a show at the Canadian Tire Center. The great actor Sandra Oh, we gave the key to the city to. She was on Grey's Anatomy and has been in Killing Eve, I guess, is the other show that she's on now. And she's another remarkable actress who went to school here and grew up in Ottawa, in Nepean actually, and has gone on to win all sorts of Golden Globe awards. And those are just two examples of local people that I've had the opportunity of recognizing, because I think it's important when people do well in their careers, their chosen careers, that we actually honor them and recognize them and say we're proud that they come from our hometown here in Ottawa.
Awesome. Yeah, so I think the interview's almost done. Do you think you have any last words to say to our viewers tonight?
Yeah, just, whenever you can, go and support a local artist, whether it's going and buying a ticket or buying a CD, or, even putting money in a guitar case when someone's busking on Spark Street or on Rideau Street. Try to help the arts. And as you get older, one of the things I tried to do was, I don't have a lot of talent from an arts point of view, but I can help raise money. So I got involved in helping to raise money for the Ottawa Symphony Orchestra, for instance, and did some special events and organized events that help keep the Ottawa Symphony alive. And, each person has some talent to give, whether it's volunteering or helping to sell tickets or performing or helping to raise money for the arts, because governments are limited in terms of the dollars they have. There are many different priorities, but I'm really proud of the fact, for instance, our festival network, which is over 100 festivals in Ottawa, like Blues Fest and Jazz Fest and so on. We kept funding them in the last 2 years, even though they didn't put on a show because they couldn't because of COVID-19. So, we were able to find that money to keep them afloat, so that hopefully next year, when we're finally finished with COVID-19, we'll be able to go back in good numbers to see some great, bands perform at blues or jazz or, some of the other festivals that take place in our city.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Mr. Mayor, for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, Colter. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Jim Watson for joining us today.
I can't hear you. Colter, you're muted.
Well, that's embarrassing. I was speaking.
I thought I had done something.
No, wow. Oh, so sorry. I must have been look like a weirdo for the past 30 seconds.
Oh, we just missed all that. That's okay.
It's okay.
Buy me more time.
All good. Okay, so I was reading out the donations. So thank you to most recent donators: Kelsey Hayes, Elaine Darling, Greg Lott, Shannon Kelly, and Allison Larad. Thank you. So our next performer is a grade 12 student at Osgood Township High School. She loves sports, arts, and socializing. Music has been a huge passion for her at a very young age. She started singing when she was 8 years old, and she picked up the guitar the following year. She now plays bass, ukulele, and she's now learned the piano, guitar, and she still sings. Recently, she won a contest, which she was granted the opportunity to have a song of hers professionally recorded and produced. She loves taking on projects in her community and in her school. This year, she had the honor of being co-president of her school student council. Another way that she contributes to her community is through an initiative that she started last summer called Carol's Bracelets. Carol's Bracelets is an Instagram account that she uses to raise money for the Canadian Cancer Society in memory of her grandma, Carol Anderson. Feel free to check her music out on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, or YouTube under the music name of Jaden Kiera. Without further ado, here's Jaden.
Hey, I'm Jaden. I'm a grade 12 student at Osgood Township High School, and I've been involved in music since I was maybe 8 years old. I've always loved music, and music has changed my life for the better in so many ways. I've been through a lot of challenges in my life, and music has always served as an outlet for me. And I'm so thankful for the Boys and Girls Club of Ottawa because they help provide that same outlet to so many kids who wouldn't have it otherwise. So without further ado, I'm going to play an original song called Orange. Sunset skies, they will rise from below. Orange lights paint the places I never go. But I still love that color. It shines brighter than I ever will. Orange, you mean the world to me. Orange, show me what I can be. Out of tune are the songs that we scream out loud. Voices boom, and through the hallways we head on down. Tables full of rainbows worth of colors, but there's only room for one in my heart. Orange, you mean the world to me. Orange, show me what I can be. And when thunder crashes and lightning cracks the sky, the walls fall down, the truth comes out, and there's nowhere left to hide. So we cry, then we smile. As we tell our tales, we remove our veils and see behind the lies. See the colors in our eyes. Orange, you mean the world to me. Thank you so much for listening.
Well, thank you, Jaden. Awesome. So it looks like our next performer is Keith Glass. So Keith Glass is a singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentist, guitar, mandarin, bass producer, and one of the founding members of Prairie Oyster, a group which enjoyed a very successful career in critical acclaim, including multiple Juno and CCMA awards, often cited as the country's foremost roots country band. They toured extensively in Canada, the US, and Europe over a career that has spanned almost 4 decades. In 2008, they were introduced to the Canadian Country Music Hall of Fame. Keith and his band are also the recipients of SOCAN Songwriters Lifetime Achievement Award. In the recent years, Keith has devoted his time to his own band and also playing and touring with the Ottawa singer/songwriter Lynn Miles, while producing recordings for many other artists and several of his own. With no further ado, Keith Glass.
Hi, my name is Keith Glass. Most of my professional life, I've been a musician. Most of that time spent in a band called Prairie Oyster. And I just want to say, for me, music and the arts in general are as essential as breathing, as food, as life, as vitamins and minerals. So any support you can give to helping kids reach the arts is vitally important. So thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to play you a tune. It's what I do. It would be nice if people were kind. I wouldn't mind all the troubles I face. Instead of always pushing and shoving, how about a little more love and a different world? And all the time we worry and wonder, trying to wish all the troubles away. When the days get a little too long, you got to hold on for a different world. But it still turns around in the same direction. Whoa, waiting for a change, but you know it's happening too slow. Whoa, it might seem a little unlikely, but it just might be slipping away. Well, it feels like something that's changing. Isn't it strange? It's a different world. And the world keeps turning, watch it spinning around. Maybe someday it'll all come tumbling down. And nobody seems to understand. Somebody planned, is it just a mistake? But maybe someday something will change. Now isn't it strange? It's a different world. Different world. We want a different world. A different world. Thanks for listening. Thanks for helping out. Adios.
Thank you, Keith, for that. That was awesome. So our next performer, his name is I Am Soulful. He is formerly known as the Soulful Poet. He's an award-winning Arab Canadian hip hop and R&B artist well known for his reflective music and his ability to provide inspiration, honesty for his listeners. So next we up here we have I Am So Full. Hope you enjoy.
I knew somebody told me you can be you. Never quit fighting, you can be you. I never had nobody tell me that you can be you. Keep on fighting and you can be you. You can be you, 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 don't let nobody tell you no less. I wanna be the person that I need when my life's a mess. And I don't want no stress and no worrying about perfection. I used to do the most to be accepted. Living out of body, I've been losing my own presence. I think it's about time that I protect it. You can be the person that you need when your life's a mess. I wish somebody told me you can be you. Never quit fighting, you can be you. I never had nobody tell me that you can be you. Keep on fighting, you can be you. You can be you, 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 you can be you. Thank you all so much. I go by the name of I Am Soulful. I'm an Arab Canadian, spoken word artist, rap artist, R&B artist. I do a bit of everything for you. And I'm that first generation immigrant that told his parents, I don't want to be a doctor. That's why I'm on the stage right now, hopefully to inspire you and inspire all the immigrants across the country looking to find their passion and to do what they love to do. Now, that song was a little quiet, but I don't care where you are right now, whether you're in your bathroom, whether you're in your bedroom, whether you're in your living room watching this, I need you to listen, but I also need you to get lit. All right, here we go. Hey, you ready? Let's go, let's go. I got my foot on the gas and I ain't turning back. Grinding so hard, got no time to relax. Eating up beats like I'm breaking my fast. Hands to the sky for the blessings I have. I'm in the driver's seat, riding. Raise my hands to the sky. Yeah. Me and my crew, we out here vibing. Cause I got my foot on the gas and I ain't turning back. Grinding so hard, got no time to relax. Eating up beats like I'm breaking my fast. Hands to the sky for the blessings I have. I'm in the driver's seat, riding. Raise my hands to the sky. Yeah. Me and my crew, we out here vibing. Ballin' like MJ, last dance. I ain't worried about no past tense. Jump shot with a backspin. Game plan Phil Jackson. I'm supposed to be studying math and pay more attention in class. Textbooks all on my back. I'm looking back just to see how I panned out. Got me feeling like the man now. I was never one to stand out. I'm out here taking stands now. I got haters, I got fans now. It's all love when I talk the talk, and it's all love when I walk the walk. Low key type, not the type to flaunt. Cause I got my foot on the gas and I ain't turning back. Grind so hard, got no time to relax. Eating up beats like I'm breaking my fast. Hands to the sky for the blessings I have. I'm in the driver's seat, riding. Raise my hands to the sky. Me and my crew, we out here vibing. My shabab, sardine sama. Standing for justice, we serving it hot. Telling my haters, tired of pretending to be who I'm not. Tired of pretending to be who I'm not. I'm just a man who's up in the spot, cooking on facts and feeding the block. I got pressure that's coming from every direction. On TV telling me what I should be. I'm smiling and waving at every impression. I ain't an artist, that's for my confessions. All on my own, going through a depression. I turn a mess to a beautiful message. Moving on up, got no time for regression. My foot on the gas and I ain't turning back. Grinding so hard, got no time to relax. Eating up beats like I'm breaking my fast. Hands to the sky for the blessings I have. I'm in the driver's seat, riding. Raise my hands to the sky. Me and my crew, we out here vibing. I got my foot on the gas and I ain't turning back. I don't care where you are, as I said. Bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, living room. When this beat drops, we all getting lit. got my foot on the gas and I ain't turning back. Grinding so hard, got no time to relax. Eating the beats like I'm breaking my fast. Hands to the sky for the blessings I have. I'm in the driver's seat, riding. Raise my hands to the sky. Me and my crew, we out here vibing. Cause I got my foot on the gas and I ain't turning back. Grinding so hard, got no time to relax. Eating the beats like I'm breaking my fast. Hands to the sky for the blessings I have. I'm in the driver's seat, riding. Raise my hands to the sky. Me and my crew, we out here vibing. Oh man, I hope that put a smile on your face because it definitely put one in mine.
Thank you so much, I Am Soulful, for that awesome performance. So I'd like to thank some donators. We have thank you to Kim Hayes, Christine Ryan, Lisa Potter, and Marika Potter. Thanks so much for donating. Okay, so our next performer is Chris Rogers. Chris Rogers is an educator, community activist, and musician. Chris currently holds a senior position with the Government of Canada, though he has previously taught French and social sciences at South Carleton High School in Richmond, as well as political science at Algonquin College. In the community, he serves as an elder at St. Andrew's Church and with many other community groups. Chris is also an active on the local music scene as a singer and multi-instrumental, both as a solo performer and with his band, Steady Belt. He lives in Metcalfe with his wife Jenny and his 6-year-old son. Without further ado, Chris Rogers.
Hi folks, Chris Rogers here. Really happy to be supporting Colter in this fantastic initiative for the Boys and Girls Clubs, especially when it involves the arts. You know, the values of the Boys and Girls Clubs of belonging, respect, working together, and speaking out are just fantastic values and so important in the arts. And the one that really stands out to me, I think, is encouragement. And I thought to myself, what song could I perform that would exemplify that? And I was reminded of Lucille Starr, a French-Canadian woman from Western Canada who, during the height of the British invasion, when the Beatles were #1, had a massive million-selling #1 hit with the French song. And it just shows that young people, when they're encouraged and have support, can do such amazing things. And I thought I would perform that for you now. Quand le soleil dit bonjour aux montagnes et la nuit rencontre le jour, je suis seul avec mes rêves sur la montagne. Une voix me rappelle toujours. Écoute à ma porte les chansons du vent, me rappellent de souvenirs de toi. Quand le soleil dit bonjour aux montagnes, je suis seul, je ne veux penser qu'à toi. Now when the sun says good day to the mountains and the night says hello to the dawn, I'm alone with my dreams on the hilltop. I can still hear your voice though you're gone. I hear at my door the love songs in the wind, and it brings back sweet memories of you. Le soleil dit bonjour aux montagnes. Je suis seul, je ne veux penser qu'à toi. Je suis seul, je ne veux penser qu'à toi. Thanks for your support, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, Chris. That was fabulous. Next up, we have Josh McFarlane. Josh McFarlane is a local musician who I've had the pleasure of hearing several times. He is a great music teacher and he has many talents. He often plays at 692, my favorite coffee shop in Manotick. And he's an absolute great guitarist. Please welcome Josh McFarlane. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Josh McFarlane. I'm a musician from near Metcalfe, Ontario. I make my living playing around the city of Ottawa, and I sing and I play guitar and play in a bunch of bands. And I also teach many students how to play music. And between those two ventures, I find a lot of my time is spent playing and listening to and thinking about music. So I wanted to tell you why that's so important for me. I'm able to use music as a tool to regulate all of my emotions, and not only when performing it you can get a lot of emotions out, you can get things out of you that are in there, but when you're listening to it you can approach a listening situation in so many different ways. If you're sad, you can be sad. If you want to think, you can think. And I love music because it's always there no matter what feeling you're going through. It's also the only way I've ever made my living throughout my life. I worked at a music store when I was a teenager, and I've been teaching and performing since then. And I'm 30 now, so it's been a while. And I just want to let you all know that you can totally make your living playing music, especially in Ottawa. So if you're a talented musician, just keep at it. And there's work out there. Just keep doing your hobbies and keep keeping on with what you're the most interested in. And that's what I did, and it's worked out great. I don't have a lot of stress, and I get to play guitar all day. It's great. So here's a song. This is a Johnny Cash song. I hear that train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, 'cause I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Your time keeps dragging on. That train keeps rolling, is it on down to San Antone? When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Rio, smiled, stuck watching die. When that train keeps rolling, I hang my head and cry. But I bet there's rich folks eating in their fancy dining cars. They're probably drinking coffee in there, smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming, I know I can be free. But that train keeps rolling, yeah, that's what tortures me. Prison, and that dining car was mine. You bet I move that train a little further down the line, far from Folsom Prison, and that's where I want to stay. Said I'll let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, Josh. Our next performer started playing guitar when he was 10 years old. Today, he'll be performing his first John Prine song. John Prine was a famous American folk singer-songwriter and sadly passed away recently due to COVID. He chose to sing this song. He chose to sing a Prine song because there were several Prine fans that donated this event tonight. This song goes out to his Uncle Jeff, Aunt Kim, Grandma, and friend Scott Reed. Now introducing Me. Thanks, Colter, for an amazing introduction. Here's my song. I know a guy's got a lot to lose. He's a pretty nice fella, kinda confused. He got muscles in his head, never been used. Thinks he owns half of this town. Starts drinking heavy, gets a big red nose, beats his old lady with a rubber hose, takes her out to dinner, buys new clothes, 'cause that's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. You're up one day and the next you're down. It's a half an inch of water and you think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. I was sitting in the bathtub counting my toes when the radiator broke. The water all froze, I got stuck in the ice. I fell on my clothes, naked as the idle clown. I was crying ice cubes, hoping I'd croak. The sun through the window, the ice all broke. I stood up and laughed, thought it was a joke. 'Cause that's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. You're up one day and the next you're down. It's a half an inch of water and you think you're gonna drown. 'Cause that's the way that the world goes round. I knew a boy in lockdown when the COVID-19 was a hit in his town, pulling out his hair till dusk till dawn, thought about punching a wall. His beloved school was now a screen, nowhere to run, too mad to scream. Why is life so doggone mean? Couldn't take another day. It was so lonely, it all felt wrong. That last quarantine was way too long, but tonight he's here singing the song. And that's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. You're up one day and the next you're down. It's a half an inch of water and you think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. 'Cause that's the way that the world goes round. 'Cause that's the way that the world goes round. Thank you. Okay, so I would like to thank a couple people for donating. Thank you for donating Gary Seeley, Fred Orr, Tracy Gates, and Hold'em Hayes. Thank you very much. As long as my grandma, Sandra Johnson. So thank you. Our next performer is Kelsey Hayes. Kelsey Hayes is an Ottawa-based pop singer-songwriter. She released her debut EP to a sold-out crowd at Ottawa's own Mercury Lounge in fall 2015, going on to win the Music Ottawa competition. In 2016, Kelsey made her festival debut, playing both Ottawa Blues Fest and City Folk Festival. In 2018, her song Is It Like That won the performance category of the Canadian Songwriting Competition. Kelsey is currently in a writing phase, working both as a top liner with EDM's artist and her own singer/songwriter material. Her collaborations have netted her millions of streams and sync licensing deals and commercials for multinational companies. Without further ado, Kelsey Hayes.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Hayes, and I'm an Ottawa-based singer-songwriter. Music has been incredibly meaningful in my life in terms of giving me a way to express myself. Through my songwriting, I've been able to write about my own experiences as well as interpret other people's stories. And it's just given me a gift of a way of documenting a lot of the things that I've been through in my life and a way to express myself. So today I'm going to play you one of my songs. It's called His Name Is. You kissed my lips and I kissed his. You pulled me in and I couldn't resist. This is after all the happy ever afters, after every quick fix for the pain, after all the smoke and all the mirrors. I'm with a boy and I know his name. His name is. I didn't have the time, babe. I didn't have the space. His name is. No, I don't wanna give you love, babe, but take my body in its place. His name is. No, I never seem to lie, babe, but with you I can't save face. His name is. All the ghosted conversations, all the leftover space. His name is. You gripped my hips and I gripped his. You pulled me in and I couldn't resist. This is after all the happy ever afters, after every quick fix for the pain, after all the smoke and all the mirrors. I'm with a boy and I know his name. His name is. I didn't have the time, babe. I didn't have the space. His name is. I don't wanna give you love, babe, but take my body in its place. His name is. No, I never seem to lie, babe, but with you I can't save face. His name is. All the ghosted conversations, all the leftover space. His name is. He says to me, baby, say my name. And he says to me, let's go back to my place. And he says to me, baby, say my name. But he can't leave. He's caught up in the game. His name is. I didn't have the time, babe. No, I didn't have the space. His name is. I don't wanna give you love, babe, but take my body in its place. His name is. No, I never seem to lie, babe, but with you I can't save face. His name is. All the ghosted conversations, all the leftover space. His name is. His name is. His name is.
That was beautiful, Kelsey. Thank you. So I think we have Leanna for one last thing before the show ends. So, Leanna, you there?
Hi, I'm here. Hi.
Hi. So can you tell us a little bit about your role at the Ottawa Boys and Girls Club?
So I'm the virtual coordinator. We have been running for just over a year now, a virtual clubhouse, meaning we oversee a lot of Zoom programming, arts and crafts, some fitness stuff, a lot of games. So I mostly oversee all the virtual programming at the club right now, which has been one of our busiest clubs as the schools have been closed.
Mm-hmm. So, what did you think on tonight's about this evening's performances?
It was so cool to see all these artists, many of whom I've never heard of, and they all did so well. There's a lot of young talent out there that I find truly inspiring, yourself included, to organize this and be inspired by this, and to make this part of your life for the next little bit, is actually super really cool.
Thank you. So one last spiel of donation. So thank you to Myra Stephanie, Emma Abbott, Christine Gallagher, Lisa Druniak, John Monette, Kenny Guest, and Corin Findle. As well to Michael Station, Michelle Brooks, and Hazel Rad, and Robin Spicer. Thank you for everyone that showed up tonight. It was awesome for you guys to be here and listen to our performances. So our final donation thing is $1,890. So thank you so much for everyone that donated. It'll be going to a great cause. And yeah, thank you so much for showing up. You still have time to donate. You can probably leave if you want to, we'll leave the donation link up for another, probably tonight, maybe a little bit tomorrow. But yeah, great. Thank you for